Hey guys, thanks for stopping by. On this video, we are firing up the Masterbuilt 560 gravity fed charcoal smoker and doing some short ribs. So let's get going. I've seen videos out there everywhere about these Masterbuilt 560s. It's the best of both worlds from what I heard. It's a pellet grill and it's a charcoal smoker. So I wanted to see what this thing was all about. One of the first things I noticed about these grills is that they're very affordable. The 560 is only $4.99 at a Home Depot, which is a great price for a really good smoker. And again, I've used this smoker, I've tested it, I seasoned it, I've done everything, and this thing has been functioning flawlessly. So I'm not gonna do an unboxing video. There's plenty of videos out there. I basically just took it out of the box, unboxed. Putting it together was very simple. I did it by myself, took me about an hour and a half to put it together by myself. No problems whatsoever. Instructions were straightforward. I had no confusion whatsoever. So the thing was very easy to put together. And we went ahead and did the burn-in on it to get all that oil off it, the machine oil. Ran it at 250 for an hour, cranked it up to 400. But before I did that, I connected it to my phone with the Masterbuilt app. I initially connected it through Bluetooth, very simple process. As soon as I did that, I was able to configure the wireless to connect to my network, and it immediately downloaded an update for the firmware of the controller, which was really cool. It just updated itself. Once I did that, I was able to control everything from my phone. So I let it run at 250 for an hour, cranked it up to 400 for about a half hour, no, actually about an hour, brought it down to 250, ran it for another hour, and then brought it back up to 400. And that's more than what I needed to do, but I was just playing around with it to see how fast it reacted. It got up to 250 in a matter of 7 minutes, 10 minutes. And then I cranked it up to 400. Took about 10 minutes to get up there. And then I brought it back down to 250. It took about 15 minutes for that to come down. All from my phone. I didn't have to get up. And it was extremely simple. So lighting the grill is also extremely simple. I never dealt with these before, so I had no clue. So let's take a look at how to light this thing. So here's the Masterbuilt Gravity 560. As you can see, it's a little dusty. I've already used it on a couple cooks. Lighting this thing is extremely simple. I was actually shocked on how simple this thing is to get going and how fast it is to get going. So let's walk through the process real quick. We got our hopper here, or I don't know, charcoal chamber, or however you want to call it. I already have about, I don't know, it looks like, so here's the bottom of the, the charcoal grate. So I have about up to here of mesquite lump in there already. So I'm going to go ahead and add some, this is hickory. Don't have a whole lot here, so I'm just going to put the rest of my bag in there. Then we go ahead and just fill it up. So this hopper will hold about 14 pounds of briquettes and 10 pounds of lump. And that's all because of the, briquettes are more uniformed in shape and volume. The lump is not, so it takes up more space. We go ahead and leave this open. And another trick that I learned, or that I saw out there in the YouTube, is you can always throw wood in the ash pan down there. And the hot coals will drop, ignite them, and add more smoke if you need it. So don't worry about if you didn't add enough wood in here. You can always add at the bottom. Never forget to remove these plates. This is what cuts off the air. On a cook I did yesterday, I forgot to remove these, and I'm sitting there trying to figure out why is this thing not getting hot. There was no air. So remember to move these. remove them. So you're supposed to stick a tumbleweed or some type of fire starter inside here, light it and get it going. I don't have any of those, right? So what I've been using, and again, you'll see on another video I did that's gonna be down the road, I used my Cajun Dragon and it actually works. Just get that lid, we'll turn it down a little bit, stick it right in there. That's it. All right, so we give that about a minute in the hopper. We'll power this on. Hit the temperature button. We're gonna set this for 250. Hit the power button again. And right now, nothing's gonna happen until you actually shut the doors of the hopper. So let's go ahead and do that. Fan kicks on, and just give it about 10 minutes. We'll be ready to rock. All right, so we reached our temp of 250. It's at 252 right now. Let's go ahead and build a rub. And this is my basic beef rub for beef. It's very simple to do. It's just stuff that you usually have in your house. First ingredient, coffee. I use the Keurig cups. I just open them up and pour the coffee because I have some dark roast coffee and it works for me. Any kind of dark roast coffee, you know, that's finely grained or ground is perfect. Some kosher salt, garlic powder, paprika, a little bit of brown sugar. And I know this is beef and a lot of people are not gonna, you know, they think, you know, sugar with beef. I like a little hint of sweetness to my rubs with my beef. It's really good. We got some clove, some cinnamon, and some crushed red pepper. You can use cayenne. I didn't happen to have any cayenne in the cupboard, so I used crushed red pepper. And that's it, nice and simple. Nice basic beef rub. Break that down. Got some really nice short ribs here. I did some trimming on it, got as much silver skin and hard fat off of it that I could. You can use a binder, some soy sauce, some Worcestershire sauce, but I'm just going, the meat is nice and wet, so I'm just gonna just spread this on. All right, we're gonna let this hang out for just a little bit. Now, the one thing I'm not used to is the grill heating up so fast. I'm used to putting my rubs or my spices on the meat and the grills are still warming up. They usually take about an hour or so for the offset, Kamados, stuff like that, for them to get to my temp and stabilize. But we were at temp way before that, so I got to start planning that. I should have had this prepped earlier, but we'll give it a few minutes, let it rest up. We'll get it on the Masterbuilt. All right, we're getting a lot of smoke. Go ahead and sit this up on the bottom. That's it. We'll let this cruise for about 3 hours and we'll check on it about that point to see if we're gonna wrap or just let it go. So I'll see you in a bit. All right, guys, we're at the 5 hour mark and this thing is nice and tender. I'm gonna go ahead and open this up. Internal temp's about 185, some places 190, 195 in others. It's actually nice and probe tender. So we are gonna go ahead and pull this and let it rest for a little bit. All right, so there you go. Pretty uneventful cook. I didn't wrap, I didn't touch it, just let it go. We still have a little bit more charcoal in that hopper, so it could have burned for probably another hour or so. Even if it ran out, it's real easy just to flip that lid, throw some more charcoal in there. Pretty simple. Overall, I think the grill did an awesome job. It held temp, and in full honesty, you know, I know people out there do the, you know, the range test inside the chamber. I don't usually do that. I cook with my grills. I get to learn my grills. Every grill that I have has temperature differences inside the chamber. I just learn how to work with it. So I don't do, you know, tests of like different temperatures in each area of the chamber. That's just me. You know, it's just my opinion. All right, so let's go ahead and cut one of these monsters up. I don't know about you, but that looks good. I'm actually making a mess with all the drippings. Let's give this a taste. That's a rib. Nice bite through, tender, juicy as all. I love that rub. It's a very simple, basic beef rub. You know, you can't go wrong with it. You can always throw your own twist to it. Remember, go check out Masterbuilt. For the money, this grill is great. For the amount of time I've been using it so far, I can't wait to do more cooks on it. But go check them out. Hit that thumbs up. I'll see you in the next run. Thanks for watching.